Hello. Today we are talking about all of the transformations, so both your horizontal and vertical dilations and shifts. So we have two goals. So I can identify various parent functions, right? And all transformations applied in a description, equation, or function notation. Likewise, I can graph all transformations when given a description, equation, or function notation. All right. So here, this is like pretty much the same as what we saw before, right? But this has all four of those big transformations, right? So first off, A is your vertical dilations, all right? Both your stretch and shrinks. Okay, likewise, B is also your dilations, but for your horizontal. Okay, and we'll notice how we know is that it is those dilations, those stretches and shrinks, is because of multiplication. So when we're looking at these, we have the A and the B, and what those values were, right? Whether they were larger than 1, not larger than 1, or negative, right? Those were different transformations for each one of those. So let's talk about those really quick. So if we're looking at the A, the stuff on the outside of the equation, that is your vertical. Okay? So when it's vertical, you do exactly what you see. So we have a number greater than 1. So imagine we have like 4, square root of x, right? That 4 would be larger than 1, and it would be a vertical stretch by whatever that number was, which is 4 in the example we just chose. All right? Now let's imagine that it was a number between 0 and 1, so like 1/2, right? 1/2 instead. That would be exactly what we see. That'd be a vertical shrink. And if it was negative, well, that would mean that we would have a reflection, right? And it'd be going over an axis, but which one, right? So I'd say, great. Remember, verticals are your y's. So if we have something up here, right, and this is your positive y's, your negative y's are down here. So in order to get down there, you just hopped over the x-axis. All right, just went over the x-axis. So it is a x-axis reflection if that a value, the number in front, is negative. All right, your b's, remember, it's pretty much the opposite of what we see. Reciprocal is the word that we use specifically. All right, so if we have a number, say square root of 3x, right, a number greater than 1 in there, the reciprocal of 3 would be 1/3. So it would be a horizontal shrink or compression. Okay? Or if we had, say, 1/3 next to our x, then we'd say, great, well, this reciprocal of 1/3 is 3/1. All right? And so that would be a horizontal stretch. All right? So we have like the opposite, essentially, of what we're doing there. Okay? Now, if it's the y's, if those are negative, and they go hop over the x-axis, then if your x's have a reflection, you hop over the y-axis. And again, we're talking about the b value and the a, where a and b are the stuff we have up there. Okay? And so that was all of 6.1. That was just our stretches. So 6.2 would be our shifts, where we have, okay, again, something on the outside of the equation. That would be your vertical. All right? All right, and because it is addition, it is a shift. All right, and then we have our horizontal, right? That addition subtraction, that tells us it is horizontal shift. Alright, so anything with adding, subtracting is a shift. Anything with multiplying would be a dilation. Alright? And that would be all of your transformations. So let's talk about this. Okay, so if you have multiple transformations happening at once, you do have to worry about which order they come in. Right? So think about your order of operations. So PEMDAS Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, right? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay? Meaning that if you ever have a stretch, compression, or reflection, that will always happen before you do your shifts, because shifts are adding and subtracting. Alright, so what do you do first? Multiplication. Alright, so we have 6 transformations, 6 main ones that we use when we're describing transformations, right? You have your vertical dilations, so both your stretches and your shrinks. You have your horizontal dilation, so again, stretches and shrinks. Okay, and then you have your reflection, so your x-axis, reflection, and the y-axis, reflection. Right? All 4 of those transformations are through multiplication, right? So you'll never have like x plus 4. That will never be a stretch or a reflection. You have to do multiplication for it to be one of those. Alright, adding, subtracting, where adding would be the vertical shift or translation. Alright, and then also your horizontal shift. Okay, so that is your just review on vocab.